In my dreams of wishing to speak about my heroes, an occasion like this was never in my plans. But it shows you that our plans are not God's plans. And to speak about our industry hero so soon, when we were still looking forward to seeing more bashing movies from Ferguson Films, it is really a blow to the industry, to us, the youngsters who look up to Mr. Tsholo and Auskoni. But I suppose God has decided that when Tsholo fellow Matshaba, gompieno o tla bua ka Shona when he's an angel. I met Shona in 2007 when we were working at the SABC. And 14 years on, he was still the same up until the last day I saw him when we were shooting Rockville. Shona's laughter would be the one that would let you know that he has arrived. Besides the V8, his laughter was really infectious, and he laughed the loudest. And it is something that you don't quite find, especially from a boss. It's usually us, the actors, who are always goofing around and making the loudest noise. But just to find out that actually the person that's making the loudest noise is the boss was quite something else. And that is how we were able to be in their space with Auskoni as our colleagues and our boss, just like that. When Ferguson Films launched their first production, Rockville, it became apparent that they are not here to play games, but they are here to play the game. It became apparent that they know that they can produce shows that are at an international standard, and thus to date, the quality of Ferguson Films production is on par with the world stage. It also became apparent in their productions that their mission as Ferguson Films was to keep us, the Botswana, on the world stage. And that made some of us who are also Botswana very proud and privileged to have been part of Ferguson Films. As an actor, I appreciate the blessing and privilege of having Ferguson Films on my profile, as it also resonates with the kind of quality of work that I want next to my name. And every time I am invited to come and work on a production for Ferguson Films, I can only hope that each and every time I match their standard. When you work for a production house that is run by people that is run by people who never fail to show compassion and appreciation for their employees, when you thank the Lord for your job morning and night, you also pray for that production house to be alive for the next decades to come. You pray for their bosses' lives, for their families, and for the production house longevity. Because not only does it feed us, the 20 to 30 actors that work for them, but it also feeds our families, and it also feeds about 20 to 30 crew members at a time, and their families as well. If you do the math, that is at least more than 100 people a month. The level of humility that both Shona and Auskoni carry themselves has always been mind-blowing for me, given the fact that they have accomplished so greatly, not only professionally, but personally as a unit. And for that, I say, bless you, Auskoni. Bless you, Abuti Shona in heaven. Bless you, Alicia, Lesedi, Roro, and the rest of the Ferguson family. The power couple that other people only see in pictures, we have had the privilege to witness in person. We have had the privilege to witness the love that this power couple exudes. Abuti Shona and Auskoni are love. The love that we grow up seeing on the days of our lives or on generations, it is not true. Especially in our industry, we don't see much of this. And I think Abuti Shona and Auskoni, you resemble that and you've carried that so well. And to date, I am sure that not just me, but many of us still look up to you as a couple. The love that we used to witness from you, it is a love that human beings yearn for, and only a few are able to recognize it and treat it as precious as it is meant to be treated. And that is what I witnessed when I saw you and Abuti Shona together. Whenever he would come on set and he would want his skirt, he would go, "Constance, ukoka skirt." And I was konilena kabonolo, "Yes, my love, Kefa." And then they would meet, and then that halo, you would see that halo around them. Re latlhegetswe, re le setšhaba sa Batswana, re latlhegetswe mo industry ya rona ya badiragatsi. Lelapa lo Ferguson, lapa lo Masilo le latlhegetswe. Me Auskoni ke batla gore mo go wena ke fetile fa o fetile teng ausi. Abuti Shona lived with you and loved you. Me gone jaanong, he will love you forever and live in you forever and your children. Ke rata go le leboga thata go rebe le mphile tšhono e go kgona go bua ka Abuti Shona. Ke a lo leboga thata. Lesedi, Alicia, man of the house, Roro. Le go motsege, modimo wa lerata Auskoni. God's plans, ke rona re sa di tlhaloganyeng, ena ke ena a di tlhaloganyang. Me go ya ko pele, o na itse gore plane ya gago o le Auskoni mo lefatsheng e tlo go tswela pele. Hela fa abuti a le ha thoko ga gagwe e le lenyelo e. Go motsegang borra Ferguson, go motsegang borra Masilo. Ke a leboga.